Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 967. Thought that was a bump. Good morning. Happy Saturday. How's your weekend? Busy weekend over here. Card Life was in town yesterday. Did a little filming in here. I think that'll be on I don't know if it'll be September or October. I'll have to ask. Today, we're filming another segment today in Milwaukee with Matt Strahm. So, and Alex is flying in from Philly, from Car Dealer Pro. So we're going to talk to Matt about Car Dealer Pro and what it can do. So, did some filming yesterday. Going to head over to Milwaukee today. After filming, I'm going to hit up the Oak Creek Card Show. And we'll see. It's September. Remember, I went on a buying freeze. I only bought, let's see, what did I buy in August? The only things I bought in August, I didn't buy anything at card shows. I don't think. I might have. Let's see. Oh, I did buy 5 packs of Score Football the other day. I'm going to save that for kickoff. I bought a case of Topps Pro Debut on pre-order because I thought it was supposed to be released yesterday. They pushed it back to October. I bought 2 boxes of Bowman Chrome that was on pre-order from Topps. And then I bought my my bulk buy earlier this week. So much less purchasing in August. So open up the pocketbook here in the month of September. No, I've got plenty. I still have national inventory to go through. I'm still, I've pretty much gone through it all. But that table buy, pretty much the like $5 box that I was able to get each card for 75 cents. I only have a few. I think I have some basketball to list. And I have some like duplicates of baseball. But for the most part, those have all been listed. The vintage, I think, is all listed because that's easy. I think it's just that table buy because it was, I mean, there's like literally bargain boxes that I bought. Yeah, I bought the entire table, but his bargain boxes had everything from like Ken Griffey Jr. rookies to creased 90 Donruss commons. So I actually threw many cards away. Less than 100. But I threw some cards away. Some are going into quarter boxes. Some are on eBay. Some are already on eBay. What I think out of that table buy, the Mork and Mindy set did sell. I think it sold at $25. So that was a nice little throw-in. I thought there was something that sold for like a single card that sold for 20. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm still going through. I still have several boxes to list. Of course, this bulk buy from this week, I listed a couple hundred yesterday. I've got another batch that I'm going to list later after this show before I head out. And eBay sales have been crazy because what am I doing? I'm listing. So and I was in a conversation, I think, on the Blowout forums. You know, it's the algorithm. You got to do this, this, and this because of the algorithm. And I don't know anything about algorithms and how they work and all that. But what I can tell you is that the reason they say list more is because fresh inventory will move. And it's not necessarily the algorithm that's triggering those sales. It's your new inventory. As long as it's something people want at a price people will pay, that's why new inventory moves. So, so the more inventory I list, the more new inventory, and it's good inventory. It's not just junk. People will buy. What's my chart up to? Last 30 days, I think it topped out at 109% yesterday over last 31 days. I'm at 106% in the green, but you look at my, you can tell on my chart when I started listing stuff from the National, and it looked like it was August 3rd, 31 days ago. That's when my sales went way up. So, so now it should be steady since August was a good month. Now, I don't want to have, I mean, I'd love to have 110% over last month here, but likely not going to happen. The reason it was so high was because July, like I mentioned several times, was out of town for 9 days total. We had the move, so it was hell month, which I knew going into it. I was prepared. I knew it was going to be very hectic. So it would definitely impact my business. So it did. What else is going on? So Card Life yesterday, Card Show today, Card Life today, Card Show today, and then get home to skip a bunch. So hopefully I have some time. I think I'm going to leave here about 9:30. So I'll wrap this up, throw a batch real quick, get another 100 cards on eBay, and then I'll ship for an hour. I don't want to shit for an hour. And then we got friends coming over tomorrow night. So it'd be nice to have people. A lot of people this week, which is good. It's good. Even though I'm surrounded by lots of cards, it gets a little lonely when you're in your basement looking at cards all day. So what's going on in the chat? Happy Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. Andy Mack in the house. What is up? Good morning, Kyle. What's happening? Todd in the house. Good morning. Donald is here. He says, push the like button. Thank you very much. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Andy Mack begging for an update on Card Dealer Pro 2.0. I don't even know if they know. It's just Alex from Card Dealer Pro that'll be here. I'll touch base with him. I know last time I talked to him, like it's back end stuff that you can't predict. So I will ask, but I don't know if I'll get an answer. Joe, what's up? Good morning. The Burbank show is awesome. Perfect venue. That's on my bucket list. Won't be this year, but obviously because it's this weekend, but maybe next year I can get to Burbank. I still am planning on November. I need to get that booked. Dallas, the big Dallas card show, and I may be planning something special for that weekend. So stay tuned. I'm not gonna spill the beans because a lot of things have to fall into place. So I'll just leave you with that tease, that cliffhanger. JW, good morning. Just waking up to see we have a power outage. Well, that blows. Guess that's one way to wake up and catch the show. There you go. Bargain Boxer wants to know any shows this weekend. Well, I'm going to be in Oak Creek, which is Milwaukee. There's a big 180 table show in Milwaukee today. What else is going on? See, the thing about Card Show Map I don't like is you can't sort. I don't think you can sort it. Well, maybe you can sort it by date. Where's my filter? I sure can. When? Today. Here you go. Boom. So down in poor Randy. There's nothing in your neck of the woods. The closest card shows to Randy are Chicago and Cincinnati. And it looks like maybe Cedar Rapids. Schaumburg is tomorrow. So I guess you have to wait till tomorrow for Chicago. Schaumburg tomorrow. Oak Creek is today. Florence, Kentucky is tomorrow. I wouldn't make that drive. It's only 30 tables. Let's see. The Hilton Garden Inn, Iowa City, also a Sunday show. What's up with all these Sunday shows? That's tomorrow also. Iowa City 40 table show. So Randy's best bet today or tomorrow is Milwaukee. When I started the Madison Card Show back in April of 2021, we didn't have enough Saturday shows. And the previous show that was in Madison was a Sunday show. And I don't like Sunday shows because I like to do Saturday shows. I'm more productive on Saturdays. And then Sunday, I just want to just do my own thing. I don't want to leave the house. And all of a sudden, Card Show Mania hits the boom. And so now everybody wants to be a card show promoter. And we've got card shows out the ass. And they're all on Saturdays. It's like, and I'm begging, please, somebody, I don't want to do any more shows. I'm content with my one show a month. Can somebody please promote a Sunday show? And now all of a sudden, We look at card show map and they're all Sunday shows. Which, hey, it's good. I think we've got a nice balance though, at least here in the Midwest. Saturdays and Sundays here in my little triangle. So there you go, Randy. Doesn't look like you're in luck for this weekend. Joe, good morning. Car Dealer Pro was not at the show. Not at Burbank? Huh. I thought they would be. I thought Collects would be out there. Was Collects there? Because they Car Dealer Pro is Collects. Mark Marinello, good morning. Victor's in the house. Good morning. Going to be a hot one. Go Blue and Illini. College football is here. We've got a game here in Madison. The Badgers take on the Buffalo Bulls. Buffalo University today. Yeah, it's going to be like 92 degrees, which I think for Madison, for UW, I think is going to be an all-time record high for kickoff. I think that's what I read. Don't quote me on that. The hottest I remember, oh my God, Macomb, Illinois. This would have been, I think, 2012. I think we played. It was one of our, basically, I talked yesterday about the cupcake games. So even at the FCS level, you have cupcake games. So, and I don't think this was a cupcake game, although we may have like paid for their hotel rooms or something. But I think it was either Valparaiso or Butler. Surprise, they actually have Butler had a football team. Yeah. Surprise, they actually have football teams. But they're in the Pioneer League, which is they don't offer athletic scholarships. So I think it was one of those two, or it could have been a Division II. We brought in, I think, the University of Indianapolis, which is a D2 team. It was one of those teams. Somebody from Indiana came in, and it was so hot, unbelievably hot, humid. It was the end of August. I believe it was like August 27th, August 25th. It was one of those early dates for the kickoff to college football. Back when all teams started on either Thursday or Saturday. Now we've got week 0, all this bullshit. This was when everybody opened up. So it was let's make it Thursday, August 27th, like 2012, I think. And it was like 95 degrees with a heat index of like 115. I went out and bought like liters of water. And the press box at Western Illinois University, I wanted to call OSHA on them. I'm surprised I didn't pass out from heat exhaustion, because the press box at Western Illinois University does not, or at least 10 years ago, did not have air conditioning. When I first started at Western in the athletics department, a good friend of mine, Tom Casey, was our defensive coordinator. And so we would, my pregame show, I would interview the head coach, the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator for a long pregame show. So we would have with Coach Casey, we would record on like super early, like Thursday mornings at like 6:30, and he brought coffee and donuts. And we just kind of have coffee and donuts, talk football, talk life. Our first meeting, our first interview, because I had done high school football play-by-play for several years. And he goes, "What do you think? What do you think of our press box?" And I didn't even say this tongue-in-cheek or jokingly. I said this seriously. I'm used to it because I've been covering high school football for the last 15 years, 10 years, whatever it was. And he just laughed. Like, he laughed. He's like, "See what we're up against recruiting?" And I'm like, and I was like, "Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sucks to be you. Sucks to be us." So no air conditioning. Not only no air conditioning, if you're familiar with heat and humidity inside of a building that doesn't have air conditioning, but also doesn't have windows that open, it's hell on. Like, this is cruel and unusual punishment. Like, this is cruel and unusual. This is like what they do to POWs. They stick them in a freaking box in the sun and let them bake. That's what I was doing on August 27th, 2012. Western Illinois hosting Butler. Miserable. I was going outside in the 115 heat index to cool off. That's how miserable it was. I went through like 4 liters of water and did not urinate one time. That's how much I was sweating. I was so pissed off. I wanted to resign that moment. Halftime, fuck it. Nobody needs to listen to this damn radio broadcast. This is miserable. This is inhumane. Western Illinois University. We got through it. Miserable. That's the hottest I've ever been and hope ever will be, because it was absolutely awful. And I'm glad it's behind me. Tracy, good morning. What's up? Paul's in the house. What is everyone's ration of singles card orders versus orders of multiple cards? Somebody asked me about this on Twitter the other day. About 70% of my orders are single card orders, and the other 30% are multiple card orders, usually using my coupon code deal. I would say, and I just threw a number out when somebody asked me this on Twitter, I threw out 80%, I think, 75%, 80%. I'll have to go through and look because that's anecdotal. I don't have data to back that up. So mine could be 60%. It could be 85% single card orders. I'll go check it out. Let's see. Maria's in the house. I've got some to sell. A mix of about 1,000, all from the 60s to newer, plus vintage Star Wars. Interested? Maybe. Shoot me an email, 1millioncubsproject@gmail.com. Let me throw a banner up. Create banner, add banner. Email me, 1millioncubsproject. Here you go. We'll scroll that, add it. Oops, there we go. So that is my email. Make sure I spelled it all correctly. So hit me up. If you do, so if anybody does have, and somebody sent me a message on eBay, I'm not going to respond. So if you are watching that sent me the eBay message, I'm not going to reply to that because eBay flags those and they don't want you doing off eBay deals. So I can get in trouble if I respond like, yeah, I'll buy your stuff off eBay. So I'm not going to respond to anybody on eBay. So there's my email. If you have anything to sell bulk wise, most bulk deals I'm probably not going to buy. I'll just flat out say probably not going to buy. The person who sent me a message on eBay said they had 100,000 cards and they want $5,000 for it. Well, without knowing anything, that's like, we're not even close, because I sell 150,000 to 200,000 cards for $500. So, and that's not all just junk wax commons. There's a lot of, like, the last batch I had thousands and thousands of modern Panini football. Sometimes there's some 70s cards that I throw in there. There's a lot of stars because it's like, I've got enough of these on eBay. I don't need to list anymore. So just for an example, that's what I'm selling bulk for. But if you have, and also if that person's watching, if you have 100,000 cards and you want $5,000 for it, show me the 10 most valuable cards, because if they don't even come close to $5,000 in value, I'm not gonna do it, because it takes so much time. Say the most valuable card is $5. And so think of how many cards I have to sell to break even on that. And sell-through rates are not good. So it's going to take a lot of time. So 5,000 is kind of an insane amount to buy bulk, unless it's 50s cards and 60 or autographs. But if it's just base, not going to touch it. Not going to be anywhere close. So yeah, if anybody has anything they're looking to sell bulk wise, I would prefer, now I have enough base I would prefer, if you're looking to sell bulk, for me as a buyer, I'm looking at more $5 to $20 cards. That's kind of what, kind of where, but I'm only going to pay like $1 for a $5 card. So you're getting cash on a bunch of cards. So you don't have to go through the hassle of what I'm going through and trying to sell them. So kind of go back. We touched on this subject a couple of weeks ago when I said your cards aren't worth as much as you think they are. Because I get it all the time. People want to sell bulk, and it's just people overvalue bulk. Tracy sold the Boba Fett gold refractor last night. I know nothing about Star Wars, so if you have Star Wars I'm just gonna put it in a quarter box because I don't know. And I same with Pokemon. It's like, if it's shiny, if it's one of those like what do you call those? Hollows or whatever. I'll look it up, and then like every hollow, like all 5 that I found. Fortunately, I don't get like really any Pokemon in these bulk deals. I'll look it up, and it's like a $3 card. It's like, I thought these were supposed to be worth money. James finally sold his Dominguez first auto. So Jason Dominguez made his MLB debut last night, and guess what he did in his first at bat? Suck it, haters. Jason Dominguez, home run, first at bat, the Martian, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Dominguez, quite the big seller on eBay. I sold a lot of Jason. I think I sold 27 Jason Dominguez. I just sold one. Let's see. Since I've gone live, 22 minutes into the show, here's a Jason Dominguez order, 1 card. Here's a Jason Dominguez card. 4. They bought 4, so I sold 5. Let's see. And here's 1. So I sold to 3 different, and that's another 4-card order. I've sold 9 Jason Dominguez cards in the last 22 minutes. I had at one point, I think I tweeted it out last night, I had over 100 Jason Dominguez cards in my eBay store. I think I'm down quite a bit because I've sold a lot of them. Let's see. Jason Dominguez. Oh, I only had 84 left. 12 hours ago, I had 84 left. So I wonder if I can do the math real fast. Let's look at my eBay store. By the way, I'm having a ton of, this was marked delivered, but I never received it. It like, when it rains, it pours. Like I probably went 2 months, just a trickle of those. Like, I feel like I haven't received any of those messages in a long time. All of a sudden this week, I've had like 6 of them. And you have to do it's eBay. Somebody accused me of giving them a fake tracking number. And guess what that was on? A Jason Dominguez card. Let's see. Active listings was on the Sapphire that it's like, well, I hope it's return to sender. I'd give you your money back and I'll sell it for more. Dominguez. Oh, spelled it wrong. I've got to watch out because I've got other Dominguez cards in my eBay store. The Robert Dominguez, Chris Dominguez. Okay, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus 27, 36, 37, 47, 54, 55, 56, 57. All these are Robert. I still have 57 Jason Dominguez cards in my eBay store, so hit me up. Most of them are 2022 Bowman Draft paper. That's what a big batch of those are. I'm surprised, like the $5 like refractors, not selling. The $1.50 Bowman, the 5th Bowman of Jason Dominguez, selling. Johnny M 415, good morning. Heading to a card show for the first time in 2 months. Going bargain hunting. Love it. I will not have much time to go bargain box digging. There are a couple vendors at the Oak Creek card show that they don't come over to Madison. And really, Oak Creek in Chicago is the only shows that I see them at. So I haven't been to Oak Creek in over a year. So I found some good stuff in their boxes. So maybe even bring home a couple boxes. I think the back of my car is empty, so I've got plenty of room. Good morning, Brian Dean in the house. Omaha, George, what's up? Good morning. Good evening to you. Hail Mary hits. Good morning. The Friday auctions I had set last night actually worked out. Good sales in my highest day of impressions yet. A sample size of one, but definitely surprising. Love it. Yeah, I actually I had a conversation. Somebody reached out, texted me yesterday. My thoughts on Friday and Saturday auctions. And I'm like, well, in my opinion, Fridays and Saturdays are the worst days to run an auction. A lot of people say Sundays, which I try to avoid Sunday night auctions because everybody else runs them on Sundays. So your competition. So maybe it's the same psychology behind why I don't run Sunday auctions because of the competition. Maybe you should run Friday night auctions because nobody else is running them. There's less competition, less viewers, but less competition. So there's a in our in the blowout forums, there's a thread in the called eBay sales down. So I think somebody created it because their eBay sales were down. It's just turned into like sharing our eBay stuff, our eBay sales strategies and info and all that. And recently, the last couple of days, we've had a conversation about auctions. And auctions have not worked out for me. The last time I ran auctions was over the June maybe. And I think I'm gonna try it again. And this is something like I hate auctions, right? But if I do stale inventory, I'll run them at auction. If I don't care what the item sells for, I'll run it at auction. Now, I don't want, and so somebody's like, well, run brand new inventory or brand new product at auction. No, because with brand new product, there's two reasons I don't like running brand new product at auction. Number one is the freaking shill bidders, and they'll bid something up and not pay. And then you just wasted 7 days. And by that time the 7 days is up, or even if you run it 3 days, by the time that 3 days is up, like you're done. Like you've got to list that stuff in the first couple days. Otherwise, those prices tank. So if you have to deal with a non-payer, you're fucked. So that's why I don't like running auctions on brand new product. I do just as well, or probably better, doing the buy it nows on brand new product. But for stale inventory, maybe this week, maybe Tuesday night. I like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday auctions. And it's kind of backwards of why, I sell, like, my heaviest days of sales on buy it nows are the weekend. So it's like, well, why not run auctions on the weekend? Well, my heaviest days of sales are on the weekend. I want to attract buyers on those other days. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. So maybe I'll do a Monday night auction because Mondays seem to be one of my slower days in buy it now. So maybe if I run 200 auctions on Monday night, we'll see. I'm going to do that. I'm going to check it out. I'm just going to throw random 200 cards that I don't care what they sell at. They're going to be 99-cent free shipping. So I might lose money on a couple. I don't care. Hopefully somebody buys 7 of them or 2 of them and I don't lose money. So we'll do that this week since it's top of mind. Mark just booked his hotel room for Cooperstown Columbus Day weekend. Family can't wait. Have fun. I've never been to Cooperstown. In fact, I have not been to a Cubs game this year. I was just thinking about that this morning. It's freaking September 2nd. I need to get to Wrigley. I don't know if I'll have time. We are going to Club 400 Thursday. Ideally, I would go. I think there's a day game on Friday, but I'm not going to do that. Let's see. Then I've got a card show on Sunday. Let's see. The following weekend. See, I think I have card shows from that point on. So this weekend is out because the Cubs are not at home. Next weekend they are home, but I can't make that work. The following weekend. September 16th and 17th. So my shows are the 23rd and 24th down in Rockford, and then my show on the 30th. So are the Cubs now? The Cubs probably aren't at home that weekend. Let's see. September 16th and 17th, maybe. Just maybe. Just maybe. Cubs. Where am I at? Cubs schedule. September. Of course. They're in Arizona. Steve's going to be watching the Cubs on September 15th, 16th, and 17th. And of course, they are home that following weekend against Colorado. That's the last home week. So I'm not going to go to Wrigley unless they make the playoffs. And if they are making the playoffs, I'm going to a game no matter what. No matter where it's at, I'm going to a playoff game. I've never been to a Cubs playoff game. Can you believe that? Never. So we're going to break that schneid this year, hopefully. Split the doubleheader yesterday against the Cincinnati Reds. The night game was, oh my God. Yesterday worked out perfect because the first game, since they played in Cincinnati, the first game was at 12:10. So I got to watch the entire first game. Jordan Wicks, another great outing for the rookie, just his second start. It worked out perfect because the game was over by the time Brent came over from the Card Life. We did our filming. We wrapped filming, and it was just in time to watch game 2. Perfect. Absolutely. Even had enough time to run down to the gas station and get me a six-pack of Spotted Cow and watch the game and listed some cards. Shit, I'm not going to get to a regular season Wrigley game. First time in... This might be the first time, well, excluding COVID, the 2020, was that all of 2020? Did they come back? Yeah, came back and played like the last half of the season in 2020. So excluding, I think the last time I haven't been to Wrigley, probably like 2011. Because I went in 12. I don't think I went to a game. Yeah, I don't think I went to a game in 11. I don't think I went to a game in 2000 because I was down in Macomb and it's a pain in the ass to get to Wrigley. Jesus Christ, that sucks. Not getting to a regular. So they've got to make the playoffs and I've got to get to Wrigley. Can't break that streak. Where are we at? Bargain Boxer. My plane caught on fire when we landed at O'Hare this week when we got back from Disney. I ran from the hurricane just to get a plane that caught fire. Crazy. Maybe stay home this weekend. Don't go to a card show. Stay home. Maria says, how about in Miami? In Miami. I am far away from Miami. Joe, what's up? Joe says, collect CDP was not at Burbank. Go Blue. Couple Michigan Wolverine fans. Maria says, oh my God, at the Bargain Boxer. Yeah, that is not fun. Go Blue. Matty Ice. He wants the Hoosiers to win. Good morning. That was a tough loss. I had a feeling it was going to happen once Belly got caught stealing. Yeah. That was just one of those 8 innings. You're into the 9th inning. You got the lead. We're going to sweep the double. And then back at it today. Get them back. Get them back today. Huck Sports Cards in the house. I bought a 58-59 Topps baseball partial set. I've already sold off the stars and semi-stars. What would you do with the commons? I have an eBay store and was thinking about selling them as singles. Yes, 100%. Definitely. Now, some of those commons you're not going to get very much. They might be, depending on condition, they might be $2 cards, $3 cards. Absolutely 100%. In fact, I have a friend here, and I'm going to follow that up. No, do not sell as lots. Do not sell them as singles. 100%. Do not under any circumstance sell lots on eBay with a few exceptions. Michael Jordan lots. Yes. Shohei Ohtani, although maybe not quite now. Players like that, you can bundle up big lots and you can sell them better, make it more liquid. With sets, I would not do it. I would not break up sets and put them into lots. Definitely sell them as singles. I just sold a bunch of, was it 72s? I think it was 72. I picked up a bunch of vintage singles at the National, and just what I was hoping would happen. Somebody came in, bought like 10 or 12. A couple high numbers, a couple stars, and a few comments. So, in fact, speaking of 72, a friend of mine who's a dealer came across a complete 72 set. high numbers included, everything. And he's getting a freaking steal on it. And he's like, he's like, I'm going to buy it and then I'll sell it to you. And he's like, we'll work out a price. And I know what he paid for it. And I can make, depending on what he wants for it, if he wants almost retail, I don't think he will. I know he won't, but there's a price that I'm willing to pay for it, and I'm gonna scan them all through, and list them all as singles, entire set, high numbers, stars, commons, even the Cubs, because I've got all the Cubs. So since we're getting close to 1 million, it's like I'm just gonna do the whole set. So that is my recommendation. My recommendation is not gospel, but I would highly recommend selling off in singles and avoid lots. Steve Paul says lots are the way. I disagree. Especially when it comes maybe on player lots. Yes. Set lots, absolutely not. You will make a fraction of what you can make selling singles on something like 58, 59 tops. If it's a more modern set, if it's like 78, 79, do lots because it's going to take so long to sell 78 and 79 tops. 58, 59, not like you're going to sell everything in the next week, but it's going to be a nice trickle. You're going to make way more than what you would lotting it out. Paul, good morning. What's up? Bob's in the house. Good morning to you. Arndog is here. Had somebody request to cancel an order last night on a 99-cent card. Jesus effing Christ. Isn't that the worst? That is the worst. So, Dave, do you have automated positive feedback set? I know Dave, and I bet he doesn't. But what I've run into recently is with automated feedback, people are buying cheap cards, 99-cent cards, and getting the pay, and so they're getting an automatic positive feedback, and then they want to cancel. They want their 99 cents back. So they get free feedback. I also get, and I've had like return to senders constantly and I always know it's a 99-cent card, and I know kind of what my 99-cent cards are left in my inventory. And I just, if somebody buys a single 99-cent card, I lose a dime, 15 cents. Hopefully they leave feedback, and I'm paying 10 to 15 cents for a positive feedback. But what I notice is it's always a low feedback buyer, and their names don't match. So it'll be like sold to Dave Arnold, but it's going to Chuck Wong. Chuck Wong is the big, like I've sold multiple cards to Chuck Wong, but they never get delivered to Mr. Wong. They're always returned to me. So what I ran a little experiment because all of a sudden I had like 18 sales, all 99-cent cards at the same time to 18 different buyers. You know what I did? I marked them shipped and didn't send them. And this was a month and a half ago. And guess what? Of those 18, guess how many reached out to me, said they didn't get the item? Guess how many items not received claims were opened? Zero. Because they just want the feedback. They just want to build their accounts up. And I think it's for notorious reasons, scamming reasons. But I'll take their money. But yeah, and I've kind of narrowed it down to, and it's happening a lot less now. And then all of a sudden I started seeing people buying the 99-cent cards and then canceling the order or trying to cancel the order. It's like, not going to do that. Dorky Angler, good morning. Joe says the Cubs are at home on Monday. Maybe I should just go to a midweek game. My problem is I love a Friday afternoon game. I love the Friday 120 games, and that's usually when I go. I don't know. So this week, I've got Club 400 on Thursday. I've got a card show on Sunday. So I've got to be careful. I don't want to be gone too much, because when I'm gone and not shipping and listing and shipping, I make less money. And when I go to Cubs games, I spend money. Oh, we've got the bots. The bots are coming in. These bots are probably the ones that are buying my 99-cent cards and wanting their positive feedback. So I don't know. Maybe let's look at the Cubs schedule. Let's let the bots play it out. What's up, bots? Good morning. Dan says the bots are here. So the Cubs got the Giants on Monday afternoon. Night game on Tuesday, day game on Wednesday, Thursday night game, Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon. Let's see. And then they're on the road. Let's see. The week of, that's my 2 days. So, and see, like the week of they're home the 19th through the 24th. I'm gone for 2 days. Saturday, Sunday. And I just, and that's those two are the last home series. So it just doesn't work for me. Just doesn't work. Could I make it work? Yes, but I'm choosing not to. Could I go to the game on Monday? Absolutely. Will I? No. Where we at? We have a lot of bots in the house. You are welcome. These cards are in great shape, so I thought that by selling them as singles, I would make more money. You just confirmed that to me. Yes, absolutely. 100% on something like that. On certain things, lots are the way to go. But on 58, 59 tops, like a set, no way. You've got to sell those as singles. Let's see. Johnny M says, my eBay block buyers list is getting pretty big. Lowballers refunded and not received all make the list. I'm careful with my block list because I've been known to be a lowballer myself. And it's just like, I'm just going to throw, because this is the price I want to pay. Yeah, it's a lowball, but and sometimes you'd be surprised by what you can get something for. So like I'm careful with who I block. If it's egregious, then I'll block. I do have a long block list, not as long as some. I've seen some that are like, it's like, Jesus, what the hell? It's like some people block eBay people just for breathing the wrong way, breathing heavy. It's like, what the hell? And it's like, if you have like 1,000 feedback and 1,000, you got to reassess things. I mean, I've got 40,000 feedback and maybe 50 blocked buyers. Some people have like 1,000 feedback and 1,000. Like, how does that happen? I think some people just copy and paste other lists, like having no idea what the context is. So that's why, and this was brought up in the Hobby Evolution Facebook group, which, by the way, hit up the Hobby Evolution Facebook group. I haven't sent the link in a while, but just search it and I'll get you added. Hobby Evolution on Facebook. We have a lot of eBay conversation in there. Somebody wanted to do list shares, and I don't want to do that because you don't know the context behind it. Just because they're a lowballer, like I'm not gonna block lowballers unless it's like a barrage of lowball offers. But if somebody's just gonna send me a couple lowball offers, like just decline. But if they're gonna do it like night and day, it's like, okay, this person's got to stop. We're gonna block them. So yeah, my block list is fairly. I mean, it's large, but it's still fairly small. Probably 50 names on my block list. Let's see. Dave has no idea. I would say you probably don't have, because you have to go in and like manually set it. So I would guess you do not have automated feedback set. The bots are here. Christian says, watching live in my living room this morning. Can you say hi to Sophie? Sophie, what's up? Yes, absolutely. Happy Saturday, Sophie. I will watch my language. Take your time and block them. I don't want to block them. But I wish it would like at least add to my viewing hours or something. Let's make a little money off the bots. Make my extra 11 cents. Kyle says, I often make lowball offers, and about 50% of the time they accept. Yeah, sometimes I'll send a lowball offer, and I'm like, oh shit, they actually accepted this. My biggest lowball offer is also my biggest regret, because it wasn't declined, it wasn't accepted, but it was countered, and I should have accepted the counter. It was Cap Anson. It was an Allen and Ginter Cap Anson. This is before COVID, maybe right at the beginning of COVID, and it was a SGC1, and it had a clean back, and the seller had it listed on eBay for like $2,800, and at that time I'm like, I'll pay $1,000. I think $1,000 is fair, even though there wasn't really any comps on an 1887 Allen and Ginter. I think realistically at that time it was probably a $1,500 to $2,000 card. It wasn't up near $3,000 at that time. So I sent a lowball offer, $1,000. And I expected this to be outright declined. It wasn't. The seller countered all the way down to $1,200. And I get that note. I'm like, oh shit, I should probably take this. And I'm like, nope, my budget is $1,000. That's my budget. That's all I'm going to pay. So guess what I did? I declined. Just outright declined. I didn't even counter back at 1,000. It sold like not long after. This would have been 2021. So it was like kind of in the middle of COVID. Right. Well, probably toward the end, because the National was held that year, because a few months later, so this was like in February of 2021, which was like the height of the boom, but not really on like pre-war stuff. It kind of came a little later. So at the National, I saw 2 copies of the same card. One was in like a 4, so it was like $4,000, $5,000. And then another guy, like off in the corner, had a 1. And it had a shitty back. And he had a sticker of 2,000 on it. Well, now my range has now increased over these last 6 months or so. And it's like, well, it's got a nasty back. I'm not going to pay 2,000 for this. But now, 6 months later, I'm raising my price $500 all the way up to $1,500 when I could have had a nice clean back 6 months ago for $12. Now my price is $15 for a shitty back. And so I said, would you do 15 on this? And the dealer says, no. He goes, I probably wouldn't even take 19 because I just want it in my collection. It's just kind of here to show. Much like many of the dealers at the National that have been doing it for years and years. It's just a museum and a time to hang out with their old buddies. Okay, fair enough. And so now the market's continued to go up. So that's my greatest regret of my Cubs collection. True. No false. Let's see. There's Zach and Porter. We know he's not a bot. What's up? Oh, there we've got some falses. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love you too. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Dan doesn't love me though. Hello, Tintin. I love you. The Blocky Army. Oh, that's just so sweet. These bots are so nice. You are above average. Where are we at? What do you think I'm doing, bro? What do you think I'm doing, bro? Corpse husband. What do you think I'm doing, bro? Let's see. Where are we at? Damn, Dan. What do you think I'm doing, bro? Bot. What do you think I'm doing, bro? Where are we at? Make my video viral, Kerala. Let's see. Andy Back says, I'm amazed when I counter a $1.40 offer for 10 cents more and they decline. The funny thing about offers is, I've raised my floor base price to $1.75 on everything. But a lot of my stuff is still at my old floor of $1.50. And I'll get offers all the time, $1. And I'm not going to sell it for $1 because I lose money. So if it's a single, I counter it $1.40, and many times they accept. It's like, hey, I can get this card for $1. Got best offer. And then I just kind of, I counter it $1.40 and they accept it. But it's really annoying when I counter at $1.40 and they counter back at $1.05. And then I counter back at $1.40 and they counter back at $1.10. It's like, okay, decline. We're not going to play this game. Let's see. Johnny M says, if I get an offer at 25% of asking, I block or any dollar plus free shipping on singles. So 25%, that's okay. But I don't know how many items you have in your store, but be very careful blocking. If you get dollar plus free shipping on singles, don't block those people. Like, you are alienating a large customer base by blocking those people. It's the reason, and you may, well, why do you, and I will ask, if you're just going to block people for offering, making offers on dollar plus shipping on single, why have offers? Like, just don't have offers. Now, people ask, why do you have offers on $1? If you're only going to take $1.40, why even have offers? Well, it's because if somebody comes in and offers me $1 on 7 different cards, if they're $1.50 cards on 7 different cards, like, hell yeah, I'm going to take $1 for an 89 tops Jose Canseco and an 89 tops Kirby Puckett. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. That's why I have offers. Johnny says, some sellers are desperate for money and some buyers are desperate for deals. It goes both ways. White rice, fried rice, Peking Old Duck. What's your favorite? National Organization for Women says potato croquet. Is it croquet? Dried pot tofu. Oh, another vote for potato croquet. I'm a big sweet sesame. What is it? Sweet and sour chicken or sesame chicken. I'm confusing the two. Sesame chicken is usually my number one, and then sweet and sour chicken. I've never had dried pot tofu though, so I can't judge that one. I may have to try potato croquet. It seems to be a very popular option in the chat. Yeah, here's another one. Potato croquet. I've never had it. Has anybody else had potato croquet? Let's see. Where are we at? Zach and Porter, what do you prefer? Where are we at? Lots of chats. Flipping Sports Guy, what's up? We're just talking about potato croquet. Apparently the bots like lowball offer talks. And look at my views. We're stuck at 39 on my screen. 39, that's it. Hall of Fame card collector says these bots are annoying. I don't make lowball offers on cards under, say, $10. If I see a NASCAR card I like for, say, $150, I might offer $60 to $75. I think lots of sellers are like, wow, I got an offer on a NASCAR card. That very well could be. Oh, we got Bitcoin. Flipping Sports Guy says it's because they heard lowball, thought it was sexy talk time. Let's see. Where are we at? 100% with Bo. Too many sellers abuse the block system. Oh, Dan. So it's potato croquette. Okay, potato croquette. Is it good, Dan? Are you familiar? Johnny M says, my break-even point on a single is $1.30. I would throw a card out before I will take a loss. See, I don't think that way because I still have 99-cent cards free shipping in my store. I lose money on it, but I'm losing like 10 or 15 cents altogether. And so my hope is it's a transaction, so it's a sale. eBay, the algorithm likes that activity, and hopefully I get a positive feedback. 10 to 15 cents is a pretty good sale for positive feedback. Now, with that said, I don't want to lose money on 20 transactions a day, but a few here and there is okay. And I mean, I'm probably selling a 99-cent card with free shipping like maybe 3 or 4 a week. And that's out of how many transactions in a week? 1,000 transactions a week. So let's just say 5 out of 1,000 is okay. Hall of Fame card collector says Bitcoin is fraud. Good morning, Red Light 34. What's up? So that's what I had for today. What time is it? 8:30. Hobby Hotline later today. I'll catch some of it on the road. I'll be heading to Milwaukee. Second part of my filming with the Card Life today with Alex from Card Dealer Pro and Matt Strahm. Guten Morgen. And then I'm going to hit up the Oak Creek Card Show, and maybe I'll come home with some cards. I will go live tomorrow morning, probably 8:30-ish Central Time. I think I said today like 7:30. I was close. It was, 7:40 when I went live. So hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Hit up my eBay store. You can find my eBay store at 99centcards.com, which, by the way, was when I originally started doing volume selling. I could make money on 99-cent cards. And now with fees and stamp increases, well, now I use standard envelope instead of used old stamps. Now it's a loss at 99 cents, but there's still some 99-cent cards, so it's not false advertising. You may find a few in my store. 99centcards.com. Link also in the description. Again, please like and subscribe. Have a wonderful Saturday, and we will chat again tomorrow.